we're going to talk about vitamin D and why that's a key to better health. My name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist. I have the giggles for no reason, but I think about every time I'm going to record one of those videos and all the things that I have to do behind the scenes. And so sometimes I'm like, you know what? F it. I just want to give you guys the information. Like, never mind the lighting and all the logistics. I just want you to hear the information. So don't judge me on the other things. We're going to talk about why vitamin D is important. And I don't know if I just said this or not, but I'm Robin, certified nutrition specialist. I'm the creator of Necessary Nutrition Vitamin D. And we've had vitamin D in our product line for close to 15 years, but it was within the past 3 years that I really started to focus on it. And it was like mind blowing how powerful vitamin D is and how much it's not talked about enough. We now know from this pandemic situation that those who the vitamin D levels were high and up to par fared better with the what was going on, especially if you were Black. So Black people have the tendency to have lower vitamin D, or those with darker skin. And there was a correlation between that and the outcome with COVID. So I want you to be so empowered and so informed. Vitamin D is an easy deficiency to have, but it's also a very easy deficiency not to have. When your vitamin D is low, you can experience mood changes. So depression, moodiness, tired. That's a big deal. Feeling tired, hair loss, bone pain, muscle weakness. What else? Weakened immune system. So getting sick all the time. And then I'm going to share with you the benefits. There was a friend of mine actually, and I wish it's like you have a friend and you're a nutritionist, but they don't always ask you, they might go off on their own journey. And I wish that she would have told me, but she was having all these issues, going to doctor after doctor after doctor. The doctors couldn't figure out all this medication. And it turns out that all of these issues were triggered by low vitamin D. She spent over a year trying to get to the bottom of it. Why she didn't get her vitamin D checked, I don't know. Why the doctors didn't suggest that she get her vitamin D check, I don't know. So you that are listening, when you go to your provider, you insist that you get your vitamin D levels checked. Case closed. You have to know what that level is. And if it is low being below 30, like that's deficient, then you want to take action and be empowered for yourself. Okay. Easy deficiency to have, easy deficiency not to have. So here are the benefits of vitamin D for you. So your cells, so vitamin D is actually a hormone. We call it a vitamin, but it's a hormone, which means that it triggers and it has effects on so many other systems in our body. So your immune system, meaning that the opposite side is if you don't have it, then you're sick all the time, and ain't nobody got time for that. It also helps with insulin resistance, autoimmune. It helps with gut health. It helps with your bones. And vitamin D is like so often known for bones, but it's not just that. It triggers so many other functions in your body to work. So as you hear me say, don't go without your vitamin D. You get your vitamin D in the sun. So I want to encourage you to get out in the sun, which I'm definitely going to do today because it is plenty of it as I record this video in the summertime. Get out in the sun 15 minutes a day without sunscreen. If you have darker skin, if you're Black, Hispanic, your skin is darker, the sun is not going to hit your skin and be as effective if you didn't have that dark skin. The other thing is to supplement. I supplement every day because I understand that a lot of times we're inside, we don't get what we need from the sun. Supplementation is usually the way to go. I want to also say this, as I mentioned to you, if your vitamin D levels is under 30, then you were deficient. But if it's at 30, if it's at 40, you're at like minimum wage. So you're not deficient, but your body isn't maximally supported. You can live on minimum wage, maybe, but you want to be living optimally. So vitamin D in between the 60 and 80 range is where you're going to be maximally supported. So I want to encourage you to make sure that you get your vitamin D levels checked. I want to encourage you to get your necessary nutrition, vitamin D. And we created that 15 years ago. Also, very super, extremely important is to take a vitamin D3 with K2 in less. So first let me explain the benefits of having the K with the D, and then I want to tell you who should not take it. So the benefits of the K helps the D become more effective. We have calcium, dietary calcium in our blood. That K helps to get the calcium that's in our blood into our bones and away from our heart. That's why it's important. So it's a conductor or director. So it makes your vitamin D more effective. So if you are a woman over 40 in midlife, make sure that you take your necessary nutrition D3 with K2. And that is down below where you can find out more about that. You also don't take K if you are on blood thinning medication because it can conflict with it, or you're on dialysis if you have a kidney disease or a kidney challenge. Then you want to stay away from K2. Otherwise, D3 with K2 is a very powerful combination and it's very useful for us. I always just say, do your research, right? Because there's a whole bunch of crazy people saying all kinds of crazy things out in the YouTube universe or in the universe, but do your research and then you can see what I mean. And then make sure that you're getting your necessary nutrition D3 with K2. I also want to, before I get out of here, to encourage you, drink your water. That's not what I was going to say. I want to encourage you. I want to thank you actually for being here and then encourage you to like this video, comment below, ask me questions. I love to connect and subscribe to the channel. I'm always coming out with information primarily for us women in midlife, over 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. I help women in midlife, in their 40s, meet their nutritional needs. That is my focus. So be sure to like, comment below, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. I'm always coming out with new information designed to help you live better. I want you to eat well, think well, and be well because what we eat matters, especially for us in midlife. So I want to thank you for hanging out, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and blessings.